Hello and welcome back to Tech the Halls. It's day 10 and hopefully today we will start getting to work on this robotics thing. The quarry should by now be down to diamond level. I don't know why, what would be holding it up. Mostly we want it down to diamond level for one reason, and that is so we can start getting obsidian. This whole chest is full of trash. It's utterly trash. And we still have no obsidian. We don't have any diamonds either. I don't know what's going down there, but I don't appreciate it. The bees still are not mutating. This, as far as I know, has no other use other than that. There's also a coke oven. I don't know what coke ovens are made or used for other than making cokes. I don't know how many ticks these things have. But that's 32,000 fuel units. No clue what that means, but it sounds impressive. What is the recipe for these? Now, does this produce creosote or does it create creosote? I think it creates creosote. I have no idea how this thing works. You can get tin back from these creosote cans in the squeezer. I have a lot of things hooked up to this stupid windmill. And why are you losing power? That's going up. I was gonna say, you shouldn't be losing power. You have no reason to lose power. We have 10 compressed coal balls now. The rock crusher, the most amazing machine, is just producing an absolute crap ton of gravel, as we expected it to. Outside here, the bees are, buzzing, and the zombies are growling, and the bees are refusing to mutate into anything useful, as bees tend to do in this game for some reason. Hey, look it, we have another forest princess. You think, maybe one of them would turn out of the 15 million that I'm using here? But no, they prefer to turn into wintry for whatever reason. It's not even logical that you can get wintry from mixing two of the other base drones. I say base drones, base queens is what I mean. Of course. I can't stack these. I'm going to start making another bee chest. We need to find out what we can use the bees for. Let's hit uses again. So we know that we can take the Mutatron and mutate them ourselves. Let's see, look, we can do a lot of stuff for this Mutatron. Alternatively, we can throw them into a genetic sampler and get their genes. We can also just extract DNA from them straight up, What is this? Mutagen. I don't know. Let's see what we can do with liquid DNA. Nothing. What can we do with these? We can then take the genes that we get from the bees and smelt them back into blank gene slates. Genetic template. Oh, you can replicate the gene samples too. And you can get liquid DNA from the gene samples as well. Alright, let's see what these gene templates are used for. I have no clue what that's trying to tell me. But it is telling me that I can throw in this gene samplet and template and turn a forest queen into a cultivated queen. I can also turn this. I don't understand what this thing is telling me now. Genes seem like they're too much work. Let's see what we can do with liquid DNA. Uses. Well, we can throw it into a DNA can, or we can throw it into a DNA bucket, or we can do absolutely nothing with it, because that is all that we can do with it. I wonder if it powers the biomass. Like, I wonder if it works the same. Oh, we can do this with all of our freaking saplings too. Jeez. So if we make a fermenter, we can take all of those crappy saplings that we have and get rid of them. We can also use these, which is made from plant balls, which is just made from trees. That seems inefficient, to say the least. Turn to nighttime again, it is. So, I was really hoping that these bees would just kind of do their own thing and turn into what we want, but that does not seem like it's going to happen. And I really don't want to make the gene thing, because I have no idea how to use that. What else can we do today? We can start making these bow things. That's right, I forgot all about these. The quiver bow. Because obviously we need to start producing something here to make money, because, you know, the board sent me out here, and here I am, 10 days in, we haven't even started making stuff to sell. Like, you would think that by now I would start making something that we could start, you know, use. Oh, what is this? Scoopatron Turbo Max 5 million. I don't know, I don't think that that's actually what it's called, but gene replicator, these are industrial apiary. Hand boiler. That sounds painful. Deflector. We can make a chain link fence. That sounds cool too. What is this? Bluestone. Combine gunpowder and copper and you get bluestone. There is a lot of wires there. I remember these things. Alright. What do we need to make one of these quiver bows? Do you want a crossbow? Well, here, let's just type in quiver. So we tile light name what? Arrow bundles, which we can use to make arrow mortar. That sounds cool. Bow with quiver. Where is that? It's right here. Ooh, ender bow. I assume you teleport. Oh, ender eye scope. That does sound cool. But alas, I don't think we can craft one of those. So we do have string. How can we get string otherwise? We can macerate, sorry, that. We can use our hemp to get string. We can use our silk wisp to get string. We can wood card cyan wool, or any wool for that matter. This I assume we get from, yeah, silky propolis, which we get from a silky comb, which we get from tropical and exotic bees. Which, guess what, we can't get because we are in the wrong biome. There is that. So now we go do 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 do, and this. Oh, I almost had it. And boom, a bow and a quiver. Now these things I assume don't have uses. They just have arrows. How to make a combat crossbow? Let's make one of those too. I remember once upon a time we had a really cool crossbow. Flame Stinger. Remember Flame Stinger? I remember Flame Stinger. Do this. Do that. And boom. Crossbow. And then we can make a double crossbow. Or is this an auto? No, that's a double one. You can make a blazing crossbow. Let's make one of those. That sounds cool too. Recipe. No. Recipe on that one. No, obviously it's not going to work. Why would it work, right? I mean, would it be one of my videos if something worked on the first try? No, I don't think it would. Then we could make an auto crossbow. Or we could make an improved auto crossbow, which I assume takes the first one, yeah. A coin tosser, I assume, yeah, you need gold magazines, which I assume takes gold nuggets. Which, I don't know if we want to use that. Dragon box uses fireworks. Rocket bundle takes a bunch of fireworks with string. So of course, there's no easy way to make arrows other than the typical way. Is there a way to make feathers? No. So we'll need to start farming chickens. So that chicken that's walking around outside here, wherever he is, we will find him. We will run into that tree. We'll go check up here again to see if these things have started producing anything useful. I don't know why I keep checking this one. I can't put anything in there. It killed a zombie now. So it's killed a lot of stuff. But it's not actually working to what we want to make. Alright, so you take blaze rods to reload. Well, is there a way that we can make blaze rods? I doubt it, but it would be cool if we could. I don't know if we have any blaze rods left. In fact, I'm pretty sure I macerated them all into... Yes, I did. So we can't even see what this thing does because I was stupid. You can't actually see what either of them do because I don't have any arrows. This is four-headed dragon box. Lapis coil. Takes a piston, some redstone repeaters, and a lever. See how much weakness for 2 seconds, nausea and hunger. 1 to 3 damage though. That doesn't seem like it's very good. Unless it like fires fast. Built with experimental quad piston technology. Burst 4 when firing. 1 to 2 damage. Craft with up to 8 thorns. How do you make a thorn? Thorn magazine. Ah, with cacti. Now, I did grab cacti from that place that you get cacti from. We'll start collecting this because if we're going to start making these things, we're going to need a lot of string and stuff. Also, probably wouldn't hurt to grab. Why doesn't our flax ever grow? I mean, that one's grown, but like, look at these ones have been here for like the entire game, and they've done nothing. Just like I'm pretty sure these things are doing nothing over here. All right, we will plant the cacti though. There. What are the uses of cacti? Not a lot. where's that thorn magazine? Here it is. Recipe is like that. Of course. Is there a recipe for cacti? No. I didn't think so. Is there a recipe? Ah. If we really wanted to, we could compress our blaze rod and blaze powder back into blaze rods. We also rock crush the blast furnace and hope to get blaze rods from it. But there's no other way to get blaze powder other than blaze rods, so it makes no sense whatsoever to compress them back into blaze rods. Alright, how do we make one of these thorn guns? A sugar engine? Fires about 20 rods a second and it does 1 to 3 damage per rod. So it's a what's it called there? I meant to hit R there. Oh wow, that is a lot of. This is basically a minigun for sugar cane. We gotta look at that arrow mortar, dragon mortar. I don't know why I say mortar sometimes and mortar other times. Potato tosser, snow cannon. Oh, that takes obsidian. Why does everything take obsidian? Ender rifle. There we go. That takes iron ingots. It fires iron ingots. Frost lancer. Craft with 1 cold clip. What does a cold clip consist of? Lab-based magazine. Where's these cold clips? Ender quartz clips. That sounds interesting. Flint duster. Lightning red. Sun ray. Oh, well, it takes. God, why does everything in this game take obsidian that looks so cool? Powder knuckle. Takes obsidian. Hey, would you get that? Would you guess that? I wouldn't have. Ender rail accelerator. Burnt out. We don't want a burnt out one. Burns out after 1 shot. You can repair it, it looks like, with a lot of. It sounds really cool, but I don't know if we should make one of those. Hidden ender pistol. Does a lot of damage. Ray of hope. Craft with 8 regeneration potions. Oh my god. Seed sweeper. There's 1 damage per seed and scatter, so it's a shotgun for seeds. These are all really cool things and all, but like we can't afford to make any of them. And it's nighttime again. One thing we could do is make some buckets. I had a water bucket. I do have a water bucket still. Throw away everything in here that we don't need on us right now. I guess we'll need the sticks. Well, we won't need the sticks, but we'll keep them on us. The glass too. And the redstone. That stuff. We should probably make another pick before ours breaks. We do still have amethyst for that. I don't know why I'm using amethyst picks. Let's go check again to see if this thing has finally gotten us any amount of what's it called there? Obsidian. Nope. It's got us pendulite, which I don't think is useful for anything if I remember correctly, right? Just, yeah, nickel. We need nickel. We need iron, which it's gotten like none It has gotten 6 pieces of iron. It's got to be close to being at the bottom, too. Once it finishes, we're going to flip the switch on the one thing there and get rid of all the stuff that's inside of it. The bee house. Bee house. Are they finished? They are not. They're not going to produce anything, though, because, you know, God forbid we produce anything useful. I have these here in case they ever decide to grow into a jungle tree. Again, with my luck, they won't. There's one of our chickens. We're going to need them. But, oh, hey. This is actually why I was coming down here. Because we have this very convenient spawner right here. So what we can do is we can turn this spawner into a grinder, which I'm sure nobody needs to actually watch me do. Because I'm sure everybody knows how to make grinders. We did have the zombie one that we could have used, but I'm pretty sure zombie flesh isn't useful for anything in this mod pack, just like it's not useful for anything in any other type of Minecraft. But essentially what we can do is we can... Ow. Jerk. You weren't supposed to spawn yet. I need to make some torches. That corner still might be... It's... What's the lighting here? I can't remember which one's the light. Does this not tell what the lighting... I used to know what lighting was. It might not say in this version. But then... I don't remember how to make a grinder, like, efficient. All I know is that you can make them. Like I said, there's no reason for me to actually do this on camera. I was kind of hoping that we would be able to start the robotics thing today, but obviously that didn't work out either. So, I mean, we probably should just call the video here. It's been about 20 minutes again. And I'm not going to actually get anything else accomplished this episode. I mean, I could, like, make one of the many bundles. I guess we can do something, actually. We can grab the grafter and terrorize all the trees again. Which also reminds me, this still isn't getting power for whatever reason. I don't know why this thing decided that it doesn't want power anymore. Ah, whatever. I don't care. Let's terrorize this tree. Boom. Look at that, took out like half of the charges. So that means that when we do it on this side, take out the other half. Ooh, we got a papaya tree. I don't know how we got a papaya tree, but we did. Let's go. Shove these. Oh, we left this door open. Shove what of these ones we can into here. And then we will biomass these once we make a fermenter. And then we will also go terrorize some more of the trees. finally got something new to show up. And we got a ton of cherries out of it too. I don't know if I've ever said this, but cherries are like the greatest fruit in the world. We can chop this tree down too, because it's not useful anymore. Alright, what one do we want to terrorize next? The acacia tree, maybe? I don't know if it's got enough. It might not be worth terrorizing the acacia tree. It might be worth terrorizing this guy, the mundane larch. I don't know if I can get high enough to reach those saplings. That's the only problem. I mean, we could always terrorize this one. And we probably should, in the meantime, before we terrorize it, replace the that floor there with dirt, so I don't fall into the water at some point. That's where all the zombies spawn, by the way. Every time we play and there's like zombies going, it's because they're down in this hole. And rather than dealing with them, I think it's just funnier to cover them up. Along with that chicken. Bye, chicken. Alright. Grab our grafter again and terrorize some more trees. Ooh. Oh, that's just another acacia. Alright, we didn't get anything good out of that one. Just, oh, we also destroyed the grafter charges. Because for some reason... Oh, look, this chicken's like really upset that I locked the other one in the water. He's like jumping at me like, hey, you can't do that to my brother. Of course, we do hire chickens. You know, obviously we have Eduardo the chicken, who is the leader of our spy organization. You know, I wonder what like Gunther's doing back at the headquarters there. We haven't seen Gunther in a long time, have we? We're gonna move this elsewhere. Probably over here, actually. Okay. Okay. Oh, shoot. It's a machine block. Because I needed to use a... Darn it. What does it take to make an MFE? Oh, that's painful. That's 4 diamonds and... Oh. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to have to do that. Can't believe I just did that, but... Now I have to use 4 more diamonds and a bunch of our redstone. Well, I will get on that between now and next episode. That's painful. Anyway, I will see you around for tomorrow's episode, and yeah, I am very disappointed in myself now. Bye.